Hello there, world. Bettina Carey here. I'm the founder of WeEmpowerYourLife.com and We Empower You, the global community. And I'm so excited. Today, we are going to be addressing the We Empower You membership. And Lee Romanov, the founder, co-founder here with me, is going to be taking it away, talking about explaining and exploring everything about the membership, how it works, why you should be doing it, and how you can generate an online income and create absolute wealth. And that's the potential here for us. Today is going to be exciting also because I'm going to be sharing my own point of view of being a co-founder of this membership and answering some of the questions that have been asked of me over the time and putting out there some questions that others might have along the way. So Lee, I'm going to have you take it away from here and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, Bettina. I'm just going to share my screen. And I think everybody here can see the title that says Recurring Income Gives You True Wealth. Okay, perfect. Well, it's true. I've been able to do this partnership with Bettina because I started out a few years ago by creating my own recurring income. And when you've got income coming in year out and year in and year in and year out, you can take the opportunity to do other things. So what I'm doing is I'm showing everyone how to create their own recurring income. And we're also giving you a product in which you can do it. That being said, you can also create your own product or service to create recurring income. But whatever you're selling or sending leads to, if you can wrap that into a larger product that people need that will give you recurring income, that's the way to go. So what we do is we give you what you need to make it happen, and we give you what you need for 3 months, which is called a business in a box. And I'll tell you right off the bat what the business in a box includes. It includes an e-commerce website. And the business in a box is a product. So what all this is basically a product you can use. It's an e-commerce website with a store, TV show spotlight, live streaming on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Chromecast, Google Play, Roku, and Android, an audience of potentially 50 million households. It gives you branding, which talks about your colors and copy and emotions that you should be using to sell whatever product you actually are focused on. A sponsorship package with 400 sponsor contacts, and these sponsors are used to sponsoring entrepreneurs anywhere from 1,000 to 100,000 annually. And this is not money you have to pay back. They give you this money and align with your message. Media contacts, up to 400 radio talk shows. You get on these talk shows, they have audiences anywhere between 50 to 100,000 listeners, and you really skyrocket your business this way through these talk shows. And weekly mentoring, which you're experiencing right now, and also personal mentoring. If you have a personal question that we need to take offline and deal with, we'll help you deal with it. So here's an example of what one of the websites looks like. I just did this for Mary. And Mary said, great, fabulous. It's going to be featuring business in a box. It features the TV show sponsors, media websites, and she has a store where all these product lines go. She also has a corporate business, and within her corporate business, she can tell what she wants to do as like a normal business, but also includes in part of her product line, the business in a box. Same with Robert. He's an actor and he's promoting the business in a box, but his actor clips and his acting lessons. Now, here's a really good way of creating recurring income while focused on what you do. So Robert charges $450 for a series of acting lessons. He also promotes the business in the box because every actor or entrepreneur could use the website, TV show sponsors, branding, media, mentoring. And also here, he has also included his acting with the business in a box. So you've got these two combined into one. And if I was going to buy something from Robert, I would buy the combination where he would show me how to present my 5-minute TV show perfectly on the networks. And then I would ask the sponsors if they align with my message, get revenue, and to send people to my website that generate revenue by whatever I'm selling, the business in the box, or my combination of what I do and the business in the box. I myself, insurance income activator, also combines my website. They can buy it separately, or people can buy it in addition to the business in a box. And why I've combined that is because the sale of the business in a box will give me $800 instantly and annually that contributes to my income. And 100 people will earn me $80,000 annually. So let's just get back to here for a second. Now, you've all heard of law of attraction, think it, desire it. Well, what I'm suggesting here is the law of reflection, which is what you do reflects back on you. So don't just think it and desire it. You really have to do it. When you pitch the media, you may get an interview. When you post something about the business in a box or what you do, you may get interest. When you email an invitation to people, you may get visitors to a meeting. So what I'm thinking of is the law of reflection is just reflecting back to you your efforts. So if you actually do, you get. And that's the most important thing, because everybody here, they naturally promote their business. You already are doing something that works. And all we're suggesting is whatever you're doing that works, include business in a box, like Robert did, the actor, into your product line, either separately or in addition to what you do, to start establishing a recurring income for yourself. The other thing that seems to work really well and really simply is that it's direct sales. You talk to somebody and you say, hey, you should join this for $15.99. It's got a lot to it. You may not use everything, but you might use everything eventually. So it's a product line that you can have for free that will allow you to create a recurring income. So right now I will, and before I go on, Mary had some questions. And Mary was talking more about the income activator software that tracks leads and gives you an income. Basically, Google's pay-per-click ads send leads to businesses that pay them. Facebook's pay-per-click ads sends leads to businesses that pay them. Pinterest sends leads to businesses that pay them. Angie's List sends leads to businesses that pay them. So all multi-million-dollar companies use the pay-per-click or referral form lead generation. They get content from companies and they send back leads to businesses that pay them. That's their model. And no other website platform includes that kind of pay-per-click software or referral form software used by the multi-million-dollar companies. The only website platform that does that is the Income Activator, and that also is included. So you can be your own Google and write your own pay-per-click ads. You can be your own Angie's List or Home Advisor and send leads to businesses that pay you. And it's very, very simple to do that. All you do, and here's an example of a Boca Raton community directory, just featuring different services that are available in Boca Raton. Here's an example of a sailing charter. What they do, again, is they get content from a business they're sending leads to. So this business will give them content, and the website owner can choose to charge for creating this page, $100, or they could do it for free. And then when someone goes to the site, they enter in their name and information. And when they click on the submit button, the income activator software tracks that lead, creates an invoice, and automatically sends an email to the referral company saying, contact this person, to the person completing the referral form saying, here's the company information about the charters, and to you as the website owner saying you just made money from this lead. So as soon as you click, all that happens in an instant, and the visitor sees who to contact, their phone number and email, and you can also embed that company's website within your website so they're not kicked off your website. The other way of doing that, again with different companies, is you can get a bunch of companies, maybe 5, 10, 20 companies. They can, let's say you have 10 companies, they all pay you $100 just to feature them on your website. So if you have that, 10 companies is $1,000 plus whatever money you get for as the lead. But the other thing that you can do is you can upload a video above your directory every week. Take this URL, because this is a video audience. People love funny videos. When they get used to having your email sent with funny, interesting videos, they will look forward to that email. So let's say you copy that email and you said to each person that you're sending leads to, hey, I'm going to send you this link, send it out to your list, because there's money in your list. And if your list gets used to seeing a funny video every Monday, they will keep you in mind. But also, some people on your list may say, I need this cleaning again. Or somebody in your list may need a deep project cleaning basis, but somebody in their list may need the COVID-19 cleaning. So all these lists, all these companies will support each other. And let's just pretend that each of these companies has a list of 1,000 people. That's 10,000 people a week being directed to your website, where people are completing referral forms, creating a revenue for you, but an income for all of your participating advertisers or clients, or however you want to define them. So that is what I have to say to start. I'm open to questions if anybody has any, or Bettina, maybe we can just.
Yeah, we're going to take questions in just a moment.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take it away myself at this point. Thank you so much, Lee, for describing, explaining, and exploring the We Empower You global membership. I'm so excited to have co-founded this with you and taking this journey with you. Some of the questions that sometimes come up, infrequently, but they do come up, and it came up this morning, so I want to address that a little bit right here and right now. And so one of the things I want to share is that We Empower You, the community, and We Empower You members are all what we call high integrity referral partners, right? So we operate from the point of view that we are vetting out our members in such a way that we know the kind of business that they're in, and that they are of a high integrity. So there's no funny business going on here. And we would put a stop to that right away. So we're not a place for folks who are shoddy or shady in that sense. And so if you come to explore the We Empower You community, what you're going to find is a group of people who are top-notch, excellent in their work that they do. Some folks are still learning to be speakers, coaches, authors. We give them a little bit of a break by letting them be on our stage no matter what. But in general terms, very high integrity, no funny business whatsoever. Sometimes people confuse us for a network marketing company. Again, we are not a network marketing company. We simply pay commission on folks who send us business, send us members, so to speak. And so that's just very simple, like life insurance agents get paid commission, car dealer folks, and they get paid commission. We just pay commission. It's very straightforward. In fact, sometimes I will just send commission to someone. They don't know exactly why they were sent the check, and I let them know, well, I met somebody through your effort. I met somebody because you said so, and they came our way. And guess what? We pay $800 per referral. So this is a very good thing. By way of example, there's a speaker that came to us in the very, very beginning in 2020, and she spoke for about 15 to 20 minutes. She referred us 3 members, and 2 stayed the second year, another one stayed the third year, and going on their 4th year coming up. And she's been paid over $5,000 during her journey, even though she has yet to be a member, and she doesn't need to be one. She's not officially an affiliate, as it were, but we pay her nonetheless every single time her members renew. And so she could continue to refer us business. In her case, she has a little bit of a conflict of interest because she works for a corporation, but that's $5,000. That's a really good vacation, if you ask me. And had she been able to stay and have recurring business with new members, she would have done extremely well. She probably would have outperformed even my own performance. And that would have been a really good thing. So for those of you who are watching and listening out there and you're interested in the WeEmpowerYourLife.com website, just click on the Just Say Yes program. That's came to me last February. We launched this opportunity to have 3 months for free of the We Empower You membership so that you could get back in there into what we call the business in a box, see and use the services that we offer, and try to make it work for yourself. And if you're not interested at the end, guess what? There's no harm, no foul. You don't pay a dime. If you want to continue, we have both a monthly offering as well as a pay all at one time offering. And it comes with all the wonderful package that Lee outlined earlier. So those are some of the questions that come up from time to time. And I just wanted to set the record straight. High integrity for one. We're definitely looking to have members who are interested in generating an online income. This is different than from the efforting that you're doing to work, to put yourself on stages perhaps, or to provide services or consulting. That's a whole separate matter altogether. However, as Lee said, when you combine your services, your coaching, your consulting with the business in a box, it generates a recurring income. I'm a great model for having done that, and I hope that you will join us in this journey. Thank you so much, Lee, for sharing your perspective as a co-founder of the We Empower You membership and the WeEmpowerYourLife.com website. With that said, let's go ahead and take some questions from Mary, who was our instigator in the first place. Mary, go ahead. We showed your website briefly up there. Maybe you might want to bring that back up again, Lee, so that folks watching can take a look at her site again.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody should be on
Okay.
the website. It's great.
Okay.
Yes, we're dealing with the instigator again. Okay. That should be, we should put that on your contact us.
Yeah,
The instigator, Mary.
So when you were actually, what I love about this website is that we found a glorious picture and then you framed it so well with the information. So I really appreciate that. It's kind of fun. But if I were to do, when you were showing your, when you were sharing your website, whatever, you were sharing your page. You showed the picture of the different cleaning products.
Yeah.
And when you contact those people and ask them if they'd like to be part of, oh yeah, spot on help. If they'd like to be part of this referral service, what do you say to them?
Okay, so I'll give you my real life example of when I started. When I got into the insurance industry, that I had no idea what was happening, and I had no experience, and I had no friends. But I did have one person I could talk to. I said, Rick, and I said, Rick, who do you think will pay me $5 per lead to send for a car insurance policy? And so Rick said, call my friend Tom. And so I called Tom and I said, Tom, will you pay me $5 if I give you a car insurance lead? Rick said you would. And Tom said, yeah. And I said, good. So I set it up, sending Tom leads. I sent my first 10 leads to myself because Tom was really valuable to me. I couldn't afford to have him go away. So I qualified every lead before I let it go through to him until the leads were qualified enough that I knew what he was going to get. And then I just let it go because the leads could go straight to him. And it wasn't until I billed Tom $54,000 in a month that I thought I would get someone else to send leads to.
Oh, so you just started with one.
Yeah, you only need to start with one, but have that good relationship. You could start very similar to Bettina and start sending leads to businesses you already recommend. So Bettina has a whole list of people that she already recommends. They'll give her the content, and then she can send leads to. I think because Bettina is in such a great position, I think Bettina should charge $100 for the page setup and the approval of people, and $100 isn't that much, for people to approve the content. And then when she starts sending leads, and they're qualified leads because they're reading exactly what they're offering, it's also a really good way for people to use that content to get better and better qualified leads. And when they get the really perfect qualified lead, use that content to do Facebook, Google, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever kind of leads that way, newspaper leads, because you know that content is bang on for leads. So that's another good strategy.
And I will also let you know that both Lee and I pay for leads, right? So Lee has a commission structure for sending her business because she does flush out entire websites for people, and she has a rate that is rock bottom for us. She doesn't offer this rate anywhere out in the public. It's just for us in the We Empower You community. And she pays $500 commission. So whether it's a lead or it's using the commission model, getting paid for work that you don't have to perform is the way to go. For at least a portion of the effort that you're putting out there in the world to generate income, this online methodology is a way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Thank you, Mary. Now, you had another question?
Okay, so if I'm on stage and I get to the point at the end, I can either say, call me and I'll help you make this super transition. Or I could say, I have 5 or 10 top consultants to whom I can refer you. And so I'm now to the point where, okay, I pick up the phone. Prior to that, of course, I pick up the phone to each of these consultants and I say, would you pay me $100 for referrals that I would send your way? And they say yes.
No, I think you've got it just a little bit backwards in regard to.
Okay.
I would suggest, or I would offer to the people you're already sending leads to, or already sending business to, or already recommending, if they want to be part of your directory.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
That's it. Do you want to be part of my online directory? And you could also say, in addition to that, I am going to be doing weekly promotion to get people to know you, to get you in front of people. And everybody's going to be using their own email list in regard to helping promote each other's business. As I showed you just a little earlier. Do you want me to go back to that on the screen?
Sure, because
Sure.
take
Okay.
several
Certainly.
times to absorb.
Okay. No worries. So basically, so let's say this is company A, B, C, D. Let's say these are the companies you always recommend if you were in the cleaning business, as an example, right?
Right.
You know, this is Jim, John, Joe, and Paul.
Mhm.
Okay. So Joe isn't the apostle. Okay. Anyway, so you say to Jim, do you want to be part of my directory? What we're going to do what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing weekly promotions, keeping your business up front and center. Are you interested in being part of this?
Oh,
Now, there's no reason why he would say no. And then he'll say, what does it cost? And you would say, well, for me to send you a lead, the lead is $10 per lead. But what that means is that they will go and look at your page and see if what you've given me is what you feel the information they need is to become a qualified lead when they fill out a referral form and that information goes to you.
aren't
So
they going to provide this picture to me, all this data to
yeah,
me?
they're providing all this information to you, just like the Boca Raton did. It's not your responsibility to try to figure out what they're doing, right? They're
Right.
giving you their videos, their whatever, because they've got as much interest in you in closing as you do in them closing.
Okay.
So they're going to give you their best offer. It may be a free consultation. It may be 10% off. It may be whatever it is, so that the visitor can say, oh, wow, let me complete the referral form. Now, usually if this company is just advertising on their own website, they're looking at a 1% close ratio. But anytime a company is being referred by another company and a visitor goes to your company, thinks, oh, wow, they're recommending it, reads the information, completes the referral form, the sale increases from a 1% up to a 40% close ratio.
Okay.
So it's way better for the business to be part of a directory, because the money is in the recommendation, and you would not put a lousy business on your website. You would not recommend to your visitors a lousy business, because it will come back on you.
Right. Okay.
So that's the magic in it. The money is in the recommendation for you and the referral company.
Okay.
And you can choose whether or not to charge for putting this page together for that person. You may do the first 5 pages for free for people, realize how profitable it is for them, and then start charging just as a kickstart. But I mean, when I had Insurance Hotline and I was, doing this, I would voluntarily recommend to brokers that said they weren't closing any business to go away, and they never did. So yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
The thing that I like about the lead model is that you're going to get paid for the lead, which is less, right? $5, $10, maybe $100. But at the end of the day, then it's not your responsibility to close the business. So that's the other advantage that I think is really key to what Lee is talking about. And then on top of which, you can create those kind of relationships. Like I am instrumentally responsible for closing some deals within my referral partners, and they pay me 20%, 30%, 10%. And the money is bigger, therefore, but I'm also having to put up my time. And then in some cases, I actually perform some of the work as a consultant. And so my commission may be as high as 70% if I'm going to be performing the work. So it just depends on the relationship. But generating that first conversation, and not to overwhelm anybody, but you can have dozens. The reality is you only need one. Lee had one referral that she was sending to, and she was generating, again, in that $50,000 a month range at $5 a piece. So don't be overwhelmed with, how many people, and I've got to keep track of them, or any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to be worried about that. Just find one that you're already referring business to anyway.
And then the key from that is, what is your message to your audience? So you need to find a very straight, easy message to the world to send through that lead. If your message is complicated, you won't get the attention. Taking Debbie, for instance, Debbie is a queen in regard to, she's got a really powerful message. And when she decides to get on like the CNN and CBC and all the pages, the media that would just love her, if she's got a website that just does what I call liquid money, sending leads to businesses that pay her, she will never look back. And that's the key. And you don't have to even depend on what I'm saying, but what you should do is you should look, it's hiding in plain sight. Google sends leads to businesses that pay. They do not deal with affiliate business. They would never have their revenue depend on someone else's ability to sell, and they would never coordinate and work to help that sale through, ever, ever, ever. YouTube sends leads to businesses that pay them. They get their content for free, and they send leads to businesses that pay them. YouTube has never created a video. Okay. Look at it. Pinterest does not take pictures. It sends leads to businesses that pay. It does not deal with affiliate companies. It would never deal with affiliate companies. It would never cause itself work based on someone else's sale. That is insane. If you look at exactly what multi-million-dollar businesses do, they're out there. They're in plain sight. All I'm saying is follow their model with one tiny little aspect of your business and follow their strategies and watch it grow, because it does grow. Because these multi-million-dollar companies don't do what you do. They don't create their own content. They don't create their own products or services. They get information and they send leads back to businesses that pay them. You've got one of the most powerful websites on the planet with the lead tracking revenue. WordPress, GoDaddy, Wix, Spotify, all the website builders out there, their revenue model is to give you an inadequate website and upsell you on the content they have left out until you go broke or give up. None of them give you the same lead tracking software that is used by Google, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor. That's what they keep to themselves. You are in a very unique position where you've got the multi-million-dollar tracking software used by Google, Facebook, Angie's List. You just need to learn how to use it. But some of you are just too smart to use it.
Do we,
Yeah.
If we use the shop part, on the website,
The e-commerce store. Yeah, you do use that.
or is there another? I'm trying to think, because a lot of those tabs were about the different features of business in a box.
Your tabs, yeah, your tabs all connect to the store. Where
Okay.
they can just buy the business in a box as you want to.
So where would I put the directory if I were going to make a separate business of just garnering
Directory?
leads?
Just on the top bar, there's a page already created. So
Okay.
all you need to do is say, Lee, I want to make a directory. Here's a business I want to send a lead to. And then we'll
Okay.
just go offline and set it up. We'll record it so you can do the second and third and fourth.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. But I hold anyone's hands out. Well, that doesn't even make sense. I hold the hand of anybody that wants to create the directory, and I walk you through the steps. It takes maybe about 10 minutes to learn the steps, and then you should be fine.
I do it again and again and again.
Yeah, it's not complicated, and it's not complicated because I designed it.
Yes.
That's great. Let me take over the screen here real quick. I'm going to share, for those watching live on YouTube, go to weempoweryourlife.com and then click on the Just Say Yes tab over there on the right, and it's in red, and learn more about what we're doing. We have a number of templative sites that you can get, again, for the 90 days, same as Cash in a sense, because we don't charge you. We set you up with a website within 2 business days. Lee is very prompt to get everybody their website very quickly. You complete this website information form on the right. It takes about 2 minutes to complete. And then you can read more about this 3-month trial. Once you've decided you're staying, then you can go on a monthly payment program for $186 a month for 9 monthly payments till the year is over, or you can pay the $15.99. Now, one thing that we haven't talked about, Lee, is that you can also get the whole thing paid for by referring business to us, by referring other folks that might be interested. And so it'd be great if you would talk a little bit about how we make folks our 50-50 partners.
Okay, we make folks our 50-50 partners. Okay, all I'm saying is that, yeah, when you start including the business in a box as part of your product line, or add your product line to the business in a box, we just do a 50-50 partnership. Basically, you promote and we manage the business in a box. Pretty simple. Did you want to say anything in addition to that? You caught me a little bit off guard there.
No,
Debbie
but
got it. Debbie laughed.
I'm going to share our affiliate descriptions, so folks again watching can take a look at that. So here's the description that Lee gave earlier. You find a number of folks that you have interest in generating income online, and we pay $800 per member, and we pay it not once, but we pay it every time they renew. So some people I've sent checks to going on 3 times. When we come up to the beginning of our 3rd year in June of this year, I'm going to be sending out some checks for the 4th time. So it's really exciting to be able to be a part of a program that we know is very generous. For those of you who are out there, again, you don't have to be a member, but why not try Business in a Box? Because Business in a Box has a lot of opportunities built in. And then once you become a member in here, we give you your login to log in. And let me find that.
Are you sharing your screen, Bettina? Because I'm not seeing it. Is anyone else seeing it?
Oh, okay. Let me go back to sharing my screen here. So then you go to the member login down at the foot of the membership, and we give you the private, secret, confidential code to log in. And once you are logged in, then you get to access all of the benefits that are built into the back end, including the angel sponsorship package, including putting your 5-minute spotlight video on the Worldwide TV network. which includes a reach of 50 million potential viewers. Thank you, Shay Vaughn, for that. And of course, that puts you on Apple TV, Roku TV, Google Play, Chromecast, Amazon Fire TV. As well, you get your access to the radio list, media contacts here. And I'm very excited about this continuing to grow as we take on new members. New members, are, of course, can contribute good things. We have in the works, Jackie Lappin, who was with us here last week, is going to be providing us with a 30-day membership opportunity to her Speakertunity. That is coming up in February of 2023. So keep the opportunities coming. We'd love to put them inside of our business in a box.
Oh, that does remind me. Everybody that has a business in a box right now, they can participate in Jackie Lappin, and she does. She introduces you to people that are looking for speakers, radio shows looking for speakers and interviews, and and you can handpick what you need, and she will give you 1 month free of this to see if it really helps you target your, gets you your message out there. So everybody here, I believe, is, has access to that right now. And it's just to die for, because it's a constant stream of businesses asking for speakers. And there's a lot of things going on right now where there's actual, speaking publicly and paying anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per speech.
Yes, that is a really good thing, because a lot of people that are members are actually looking to be on paid stages, right? So that's a good opportunity for everybody. Now, I see that Debbie Waldeck is here in the house, and it's been a moment since we've seen you. You haven't put any questions in the chat, but we did reference your website, and you've been with us all along. You're in the back of the house for the We Empower You membership. So go ahead and unmute and come on.
Yeah.
I would say one thing for anybody who's looking at this. There's obviously a lot that's in the membership, the features that you get for that $15.99, but one of them, Admanity, that is ridiculously amazing. I mean, it's easily worth $700 just for that one feature. And you've got, advertising and humanity, Admanity comes together, and you have this incredible expert that when I did it, Lee, I was shocked. I get like a 200-page book about my brand and my emotions of the consumer and the colors. And it was so spot on. I was blown away. I mean, that all by itself. And then you add up all these other features to include the website, the coaching. But that's just one of the things that I loved a lot. That's Speakertunity I've just learned about today. I'll definitely look into that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're already a speaker for 20 plus years.
I'll give you the contact for the Speakertunity, so you can sort of handpick what you need. So, so it really gives you a home run.
Fantastic.
Well,
do we have any other questions, Debbie?
No, we're alive and streaming. So if I know Lee wants to chew me out. So
we'll take it offline. Thank you.
Right.
Because when Debbie starts asking stuff, I start sweating. I know I'm in here for 4 hours.
I do want to say a great big thank you we have some founding members that have shown up here today. Debbie Waldeck, Lori Whaley they're two of our longtime members. They're from the very beginning. So excited to continue to see their faces. And of course, they are speakers coming up at the Global Summit, which we are going to be doing on March the 8th. Robert Linden is here. He's spoken for us as well. We also have some new folks that are under our Just Say Yes program. Joshua, do you want to open up your mic and ask any questions? Thank you, Debbie.
Well, Joshua may have just, he's walked away for a second. So are we good to call it a wrap? Does anyone have any last minute questions?
Yes, I was hoping that somebody could give me the link for the recordings of these Wednesday mentor meetings.
Oh,
I've had-
absolutely. So I will put that in the chat. I
Okay.
have a YouTube channel that I primarily use to post the different the Wednesday meetings and the summits. In addition to that, on our website, we have some of the critical ones that you can log into and take a look at as well. And we've had to move it down, I believe, because of the promotion around the summit. So let me chase it down here towards the bottom. It's in membership revenue, I believe. And oh, no, it's not membership revenue. Remind me, Lee, which of the links it is that we have the videos.
I think it's called marketing.
Oh, let's see here. Oh dear.
But Mary will enjoy going through it because
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. We used to have revenue strategies over here on the contact us page. So these are some of our most popular Wednesday meetings that we've produced over the last 2.5 years.
Okay.
So yeah.
I missed the one last week with Jackie Lapin.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I'll make sure you get that. I'll put it in the chat here as
Great.
we close out this meeting. Are there any final questions, thoughts, inspirations? We'd love to have any. We've got Andre Pearson here today. Joshua
Yeah.
Robert.
Andre, Debbie, give me a call tomorrow if you can.
and Wayne Watkins, who would be not has been here before, but you're unmuted, so hopefully that will mean that you will have something to say.
Well, he has a question in the chat.
Oh, great. Okay, let's see here.
Says, with someone who has a website, how can Business in a Box help? Which you actually.
Oh, that's a great question for Lee. I came that way, just so you know, Wayne. I had my Bettina Carey and my Bettina Carey Productions websites. Mary West had hers. Debbie, you've had yours. Lori had her own website. A lot of us came with our own websites. So Lee has a couple of ways that she addresses that. And while she's talking, I'm going to go ahead and bring my site up, which is the weempoweryourlife.com umbrella site that I use. And then I'll show you my Bettina Carey Productions, which lives on the same site, but it is also a separate landing page from a different company, which I won't mention.
So Wayne, it's pretty basic. All you do is connect with me. You can see Lee at romanov.ca, or you can give me a call if you go to incomeactivator.com. And what I do is I take a look at your existing website and your revenue streams, and we just talk to see how best you can start creating an online income. A lot of people have websites, but it doesn't really generate the income. We can go both ways. We can give you the Income Activator website and you can embed it in your existing website, or you can embed your existing website into incomeactivator.com. I know a lot of people that have 3 or 4 or 5 different websites, which they're always sending people to all these websites. So I always recommend that they have one website where they embed all their platforms in one, so they can just send the people to one website. So it all depends on how you want to go. If you want to start with the Business in a Box, you can also just take the Business in a Box and add it to your existing website, if you want to do that, because it's free to promote the Business in a Box. Or you can use the Business in a Box, buy it, and get the sponsors and the media and the TV show and so on and so forth. Everybody is unique in how they want to assess it. And if you want to talk to me about this offline, I'm happy to do that. Okay, so just email me and ask to connect.
And, you know, one of the things that I experienced with working with Lee is this. I had my brand Bettina Carey and Bettina Carey Productions, right? But I had a bigger dream and a bigger vision, and it required a different URL, which is a bigger umbrella. So what Lee is really great at is giving you ideas about what is your umbrella. I mean, Debbie, you got an umbrella right now that is super duper. If you want to share a little bit, because you had the same experience, right, that I did.
I love what you did, Debbie, with the sign language of your body. I mean, this is so explosive. Debbie, I'm going to drag you on CNN.
Well, actually, I do have, over the last year, Lee, I've developed a learning management platform. It's been tested through 9 beta groups. It's been staggeringly successful. But I know that I just hearing you right now, and I will contact you tomorrow, although I prefer Zoom, Lee, than a phone call.
Zoom's fine. Zoom's
Okay.
fine. Send me a Zoom link.
Then I'm going to send you a link. But the point is that I would like to actually add that tab like Bettina did to the sign language of the body.
Yeah.
So, and there's more to speak about, but I think it's maybe a little different than the rest of the
Detailed,
group.
yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'll just show you how to embed a website. It's really easy. Okay. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
Been great to have everybody. If you've been watching live on YouTube and you want to be at our Wednesday meetings, go to weempoweryourlife.com, click on the calendar tab to get the Zoom details. That's where we can keep our Zoom details safe and sound. And I look forward to seeing you all next week at 3 p.m. And don't forget to go ahead and sign up to weempoweryourlife.com, the summit ticket tab. That's March the 8th. It's a 12-hour day, 8:30 a.m. rather, to 8:30 p.m. And you're not going to want to miss a single minute of it. We always feature our members in there. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. It will be our 12th We Empower You Global Summit. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.